Hey there smartphone fans, welcome back to Smartphone Wars for another video of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5, and today I will be doing a separate camera review of the Redmi Note 5, detailed, hands-on, with actual samples, images and video. This is front and rear camera with everything explained, so keep watching if you want to know everything about Redmi Note 5's cameras. First of all, the Redmi Note 5 delivers a massive upgrade over the Redmi 5 Plus and the Redmi Note 4X. Not only is the Samsung sensor this time on the back, but it has a 1.4 micron size large pixels and 1.9 aperture, which means in theory much better low light shots. But there is also an additional second camera there, which is a 5 megapixel sensor for depth of field, so I'm really eager to check that bokeh effect or portrait effect on the Redmi Note 5. And there is also a front camera massive upgrade from a 5 megapixel shooter to a 13 megapixel front camera, and the flashlight returns. So first daylight shots, fast shutter speed, lots of details, very good sunlight visibility. It's just, you can see there's lots of detail, color production is accurate, there's face detection, autofocus, so moving objects are captured very well. There is some overexposure here and there when you have the sunlight directly in front of you, but still the camera retains quite a bit of detail in the highlights and in the shadows. Macros is especially a strong point for this camera in good lighting conditions. Crisp detail, very nice macro shots using the Redmi Note 5. Just auto mode, just grab, go and shoot, and you get great macros. So the Redmi Note 5 really bridges that gap between a flagship camera, especially in good lighting conditions. I did notice the sensor, probably because it has cheaper lenses, sometimes you can get the color reproduction very accurate, and that is mostly when it comes to reds and blues, which appear a bit pale from time to time, especially when there is a bit too much light or too less light, but that is to be expected. Still, as I said, daylight shots, whatever you want to shoot, probably get very good results. Moving on to indoor shots, this again was a strong point of the camera because there wasn't any actual direct sunlight and the sensor really flourished here. Great details, great dynamic range, indoor shots, especially with well-lit areas like the mall or shops, really bring a lot here with the Redmi Note 5. Really good camera shots in indoor conditions. Really nothing to say here, just as good as perhaps last year's $500-600 phones. Redmi Note 5's camera has vastly improved over the Redmi 5 and plus the Redmi Note 4X. There is no second camera, there's no lossless zoom, but 2 times digital zoom is still okay, but 3 times you do lose a bit too much quality, so it doesn't just use it that much. Now moving on to the bokeh effect, because that 5 megapixel sensor is, well, really not that great. Bokeh shots were acceptable, decent, but I found out that there was a lot of stitching going on and a lot of artifacts too. Still, as I said, the bokeh shots are not great, but they're not bad either. So really, if you're not a bokeh shot pro, you'll be satisfied with what you get. Moving on to low light shots, and you definitely see a hit when it comes to details in low light, which is to be expected. But again, still thanks to the large pixel size and the large aperture, the camera performs as good as like 2-year-old flagship phone. So yeah, this is just as good as your Samsung S7 or like HTC 10, which is amazing for a $200-250 device. Moving on to video, the Redmi Note 5 delivers full HD video, and it does have electronic image stabilization, and in good light the videos look incredible. As you can see, I am moving with the phone in my hands here, and the video is really stable. Kudos to Xiaomi for that. The phone doesn't support 4K video yet, but the electronic image stabilization more than makes up for it, and the full HD video is absolutely lovely. And I am glad to report that Xiaomi has finally fixed the audio issue bug in its video, and indoor video is again a pleasant surprise here. front camera upgrade is also noticeable. Much sharper photos from the Redmi Note 4X and Redmi 5, and the bokeh effect is actually quite good. Even I think a little bit better than with the main camera, even if it doesn't have a separate camera sensor for it. Still, you can't expect this front camera to be competitive with top Vivo and Oppo models. But as far as $250 to $300 phones go, this is a great front camera. And if you're in a real light situation, the flashlight really does the trick here. So how good is Redmi Note 5's camera? It's really good. You're definitely getting your money's worth, and Tensam and Redmi Note 5 is a smashing hit, an upgrade over the Redmi Note 4 and the Redmi 5 Plus. Do look forward to my full review. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and as always, you can buy the phone from the link in the description below.